Okay, guys, welcome back. This is Josh of the Three Average Gamers, and I left off last time right over here in our Long Island, special island that's only accessible through the Game Boy Advance hookup to the GameCube. So I just showed you our house. It's really nothing in it, which it's funny because it looks really small, but it's huge inside. And yeah, so uh, let me talk to this neighbor. This is an exclusive neighbor. I believe they don't move. Um, So she's telling me stuff, introduce myself, and I guess that's about it. I mean, so you could always go in people's houses, but I don't need to. And one cool thing is that rarer fish, I believe, come to these. So if you ever see fish, and if I have a fishing rod at the time, then I could catch some really cool ones. Like you catch some tuna, red snapper, which you can catch, I believe, still on the other area, but it's not as common. So let me drop this work uniform. I really don't need it. I'd rather take an extra coconut just to plant it for another tree. Well, I guess I'll litter, but maybe it goes away. I don't remember. So that's basically it for the island right now. We can come back at some later point, really check it out, and do some other things like the fishing. You see butterfly. I don't even know if that's a rare one, but you could test it out. So now I'll talk to him again, if you remember, the guy that was singing last time, and yeah, let him take me back. Yep. I don't know. Okay. Because it's something where you could actually play a little bit on your Game Boy. I think you could help yourself out a little bit, but you guys could do that on your own time. I'll just show you more of this stuff. So now it's the whole voyage back. I don't remember if he sings or not. I'm surprised they really show you all this. Oh, okay, now he's singing again. At least it's a different song this time. I don't know if he has a different song every time you keep going. That'd be a lot of songs though if you keep connecting this a million times. I guess it'd probably overlap at some point. But anyway, so as this is going, so I have a lot of coconuts right now, and I'd really like to plant them. The problem is though, to plant something you need a shovel. Now I don't have a shovel, so I might sell off a few of them just to make some money to eventually buy a shovel, but I need to wait until I get a shovel. Now, the store restocks every day, so when I play again next, they'll hopefully have a shovel or some other thing, and I'll get around to planting these, and it'd be really cool. You'll see a ton of coconut trees lining the beach. But for right now, finally got to the land. Alright. Okay, so let's get back to my house now. I have way too much stuff. I believe you can drop some of your inventory just in the house and it'll just kind of sit there. So maybe I'll do that. That's the way I don't waste any coconut. Because, I mean, as you saw, it's a little bit of a hassle to keep going there just because it takes a little while. But it's still really cool. So my cool house here. Let's see, I believe you could just kind of drop. I mean, of course, no one will like looking at this. Like the rating people, they'll probably go nuts. So if I get a rating thing and this is still in here, it'll probably be like a 2. I don't even know what the scale is. So we just keep dropping them, and it's not fair because you can't like. I feel like you can drop them in the space right here, and it's just not letting you. But let's see if I drop as many as I can here. And as you see, I really don't have any bells, so I mean, I'll try and do my best right now, try and get something to sell. Cause you can find stuff all over. I'll leave that spot, just in case I find some cool furniture. So one thing you could always do is check the bulletin board. Actually, see, there was a fishing tournament, which I guess we missed. I don't remember hearing about this a different time, but that's always kind of cool because they'll actually. Oh, well, there's my other one, but they they can announce when things are coming up or different events. So you should always check that at some point when you're playing. So now let's see. I need to make money. And without any tools, you're kind of useless. I'm not sure what, well, one of them bought the one tool. I don't know what the other did for money. But, I mean, we could try shaking trees, but that could take forever. There's a lot of trees here. The one thing I know off the top of my head, you saw those shells. I know shells can sell. And I can pick those up. So that always works. You could also do favors for your neighbors, so maybe I'll ask them at some point. So, and you see a star. Stars are actually pretty cool. They can be a fossil or a gyroid or even a couple other items. Like you get a pitfall, which is actually really fun. A pitfall in this game, it looks like the classic pitfall thing. It's a white ball with like a red exclamation. You plant it as like another star somewhere. So like if I plant one right now, and then like let's say Pete's playing the game and he sees the star, so he'll be running, he'll run over it, and he'll actually fall into the pitfall. So it's kind of a cool prank to play on people. So anyway, oh, I ran out. So it's kind of cool, they at least alert you of the thing and you could swap, but and I'll just drop that. I don't even know how much the different ones are worth. So now that I've picked up as many as I can hold, it's kind of tedious, but now I'll go back, pick some weeds on my way back, and I'll sell these. Of course, I go to the wrong. I gotta really learn the map of this. Yeah. Oh, okay. I gotta go all the way around, and so I'll sell them. And hopefully it gives some money, because remember, I gotta pay off that first debt. And you'll keep going in debt as the game goes along, which I guess it's like real life. You can't just pay it off in one thing, it accumulates. So you can keep expanding your house and things, but right now, I mean, you think 18,000 is a lot because I only have 202, but the other ones later in the game, it's insane. It goes up to then 100,000, and I don't even know what the last expansion is. It's at least over 300,000. I'm not really sure, which it takes a while, but that's when you have all tools and things. So, and, you know, one feature I think, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. He sees that I have 2 identical items, so I could actually just sell them all in one shot. Of course, that's not many bells, but sure. So I'll keep selling. I think in the newer games, you can actually just select like all the items and be like, yeah, I'd like to sell all these, which makes the process go a little quicker. Well, I have a lot of coral, as you just saw, so let's see. Yeah, I have 7, I'll sell them all. Hopefully I get something good. Oh, wow. There we go, okay. So now I know coral's like the big one, I guess, to get. Sell this. Yeah. Alright, so just finally getting some bells here. Yep. One more shell, and then I'll sell the coconuts, and I'll show you guys. I'll prove to you guys that it sells for more. So it's definitely worthwhile to get rare fruits. 2, and that should be 1,000. 300. Okay, for the record, that's at least 50 more though. That'd be 150 each, as opposed to the cherries, which are 100. Maybe it's everyone but the coconut, because you can technically get the coconut in your own game like I just did. But either way, it's still pretty cool. It sells for more. He thanks me again. It's always like a feature for some reason. Has to always be nice. One quick thing I'll show you before I'm done for today is, so I've accumulated over 3,000 bells. So let me show you how to deposit your bells, because I need to pay off that thing. Now, Tom Nook, you can't pay it to him directly for some reason. So this is why we have the post office, which has an ATM, I believe. Oh, actually, no. I keep doing this. I think in the newer game, you can do it at this system. I believe you just talk to a lady. Pelly, and if you remember the other time, a few times ago, it was actually Phyllis, the night shift. So you see it does shift. So deposit, So I want to pay off my debt, and she tells me how much, and I'll just pay 3,000. I need a little bit of money. Well, okay, so if I want to buy something, I'll sell 2,000. Okay, so I'll pay that off. And that's really the system you have to do periodically throughout the game. I don't remember if there's a cap on like how much you could have at one time, like what you're holding. But so now I've deposited that, my total went down. And the only way to check though, I believe, is to just keep going back to her. So you gotta either keep a mental note or just, I don't know. Yeah, just keep going back to her. So my house is hardly paid off, but I'm working on it. I have a ton of coconuts in my house, which obviously they don't sell for much now, but it'll really help decorate the town. That's pretty cool. So I think that's it for today. I can't really do much. That's one of the things. You really need some form of tools, which it does take up your inventory, but obviously they're really useful because you could catch all those bugs you saw, those fish that you saw in the water. So always make sure you have a tool on you. Buy what's ever in the shop daily because they change. So one day it might be a shovel, another day fishing rod, but I think if you leave it and you don't buy it, well, no, it'll still change, but then you might not be able to buy that shovel again for like a week. It depends. So buy the tools as quick as possible. So I think that's it for today, and next time I'll hopefully, if no one buys out my tools, I'll buy a tool and show you guys some things, maybe some fishing or whatever's available. So I'm signing off. This is Josh and part of 3 Average Gamers. So watch all our videos, watch mine, watch Ken's, watch Pete's, and that's it. So see you guys soon.